Hello and welcome to the Patent Primer course. This is a learning course designed to equip inventors to have a working knowledge behind the patent system. And I am more inclined to think that you are indeed an inventor. But if not, with this knowledge you can guide an inventor to take the right choice before filing a patent application of his or her invention. Now here is the outline of the course. First, let's have a little introduction. Second, we will dive into the concept of patent. Of course, there are many other categories of IP rights which I am thinking of doing separate courses, maybe for each of these categories, namely copyright, trademark, and utility model. Then we will go into some details about this concept of novelty, industrial applicability, and inventive step. They are the so-called requirements for an invention to be patented. Fourth, I will introduce you to the so-called prior art search, the only accepted way known to patent practitioners of assessing the patentability of one's invention, if indeed it may be allowed for a grant of patent. Then I will show you how a patent application looks like, although it will take another intensive course on the preparation of these documents, and of course this will be a kind of a how to do it yourself course, but it will be best to know, and for your advantage, how the patent application is written, and shall I say how it sounds like. And a bonus course is, shall I say, I am going to show you how a patent application is filed. Of course, after I show you how my documentation of the many patent applications I made look like, and yes, sounds like. Now let's go. I am Dr. Armando Riosora, and my PhD is in Technology Management. I am an educator teaching various subjects, including technical drawing, architectural drawing, computer-aided designs, to technical research. I am also a freelance graphic artist with expertise in vector imaging, which is very useful in my preparation of patent drawings. I am the pioneer in teaching intellectual property concept in my institution. And more relevant to what I am going to share with you in this course is that I have been a practicing patent agent since 2010, and recently I was included in the roster of the Pro Bono Patent Agent accredited by the World Intellectual Property Organization in partnership with the IPO field to help under-resourced inventors file a patent for free. Now, why this course? Since 2020, I have been invited by different state colleges and universities in the Philippines to do lectures and workshops on drafting patents. In fact, I am now revising my ebook titled How to File a Patent Without Paying for a Lawyer's Fee, a Filipino Inventor's Guide to Getting a Patent. The frequent invitations I received to talk about the topic led me to developing this course. It is a crash course which I am very sure will provide you basic knowledge about the patent system. This is not a complete skill course, but along the way, I have prepared some strategies that will guide you on how to go about the patent filing system, which may guide you to know what are the things you need to further learn should you want to try it yourself, to file a patent application without paying a lawyer's fee. I was once invited to a seminar with the Filipino Inventor Society to talk on a primer on patenting. The Filipino Inventor Society, if you know this group, obviously, as its name suggests, is a group of creative people. And being a member and a constant observer in the message thread of the group, I noticed that though members have been into inventions and similar innovation activities, Many of them are not yet exposed to the essentials of the concept of patent and patenting. Many inventors who filed for patenting have failed to receive the grant of a letter's patent. Most inventors are struggling when it comes to patenting, especially without the help of a patent agent. The lack of understanding of the preparations and requirements is evidenced by some negative claims I often hear from inventors. For example, disappointments regarding rejections of their patent applications for their inventions that they have invested with their skills and resources. This is so because most inventors thought that when filing a patent application, the applicant merely submits a description and drawings, as in the case of inventions relating to products of their inventions. That is not the reality. To successfully acquire a patent, there are preparations needed to be done to address and comply with the requirements for successfully patenting your inventions. Experienced inventors and experienced patent agents most often succeed in patenting inventions because they already know the ins and outs of patenting inventions. My aim in this course is to demystify the patent process. I want to show you concepts from determining the patentability of the invention, considerations in preparing the documents for filing, and to knowing what to do during the pendency of the patent application. Inventors, especially those who are new to patenting, should understand that to file for a patent application, it is not only about presenting your technology or product in a way you know about your product. Filing for a patent application means preparing written documentation. Of course, there are drawings to be included about your product that goes beyond merely describing your product, telling people what your product is about and what your product can do. To be granted a patent, the inventor, with or without the help of a patent lawyer or a patent agent, must be able to document the disclosure of his or her invention. It is in a manner acceptable to the people who oversee and recommends the granting of a patent to an invention. These are the patent examiners. They are working in the patent office. Examiners are bound to follow the rules and guidelines in the examination of our patent application. They do not make their judgment subjectively, but objectively. The objectivity of their examination process is bound to follow the provisions in the IP code that defines patentable inventions. Up next, in part 2, we will talk about patents.